Please remember to subscribe, click like, and click the bell icon for all notifications on this channel. Well, I remember the movie Gangs of New York with Leonardo DiCaprio and Cameron Diaz and Daniel Day-Lewis. Great film. Oscar nominated. I'm not trying to remember if it was even a winner. I know Daniel Day-Lewis was nominated, right? I think Leo was nominated. I don't know if Cameron Diaz. I think she was. I don't know. A great film, nonetheless. But there's a new movie. Not a movie, but there is a TV series coming called Gangs of London. And all I saw in the trailer, or not the trailer, but on the thumbnail, was someone very bloody. Thinking, I think that's right up my alley. Love me some blood and guts. I love it when got violence all around, you know, warring factions, going at it. That's what this show is about. Don't know what channel it's going to, what streaming service, what network. My previous video I recently did a day ago was Amazing Stories, which I'm glad is coming back. But I'm going to check this out, and if you want to come along and check it out with me, come along, join me, and let's check out this trailer.
We're born into a certain world.
Modern day.
It's chosen first.
Ooh, I know him.
Some might think it's brutal. I say it's glorious.
Someone chose to kill Finn Wallace.
Oh, wow.
Today we mourn the loss of a great man, but tomorrow it will be business as usual.
Everything stops until I find out who killed him.
There was a time when nobody would have dared touch this family.
I'm gonna make things right, Mum.
Sean Wallace himself tasking me to find the guy who killed his father.
Wow, ooh. Yeah, choke slam?
He's the twat that tore up the pub.
Elliot.
And you did all that on your own? What was it, 6 of them?
Or 8. But I had a dart, so.
My father was taken from us on the streets of London. And now London will deliver to us those that took him.
Ooh, I like that.
We are making enemies out of business partners. We're going to find a peaceful solution to this.
I'm not interested in peace. What kind of trouble are you in?
Big trouble.
If you knew what I was doing, you'd be proud of me.
I see him! Get Sean out of here now!
That visual I saw in the thumbnail.
Once you enter this world, you can build an empire.
Like this.
You can be a king.
Sky Original. Coming in 2020. Sky, so more than likely this is like a British production or a production, overseas and not going to be here in America. Maybe it will be, you know. You know how it is. They'll bring. I mean, he brought Dracula over to Netflix. Great series. But like the one actor, I guess he's the one who plays the father who was killed. Don't know if his name is Colm Meaney. I think that's his name. Let me put this in. Yeah, yeah. Let me see if that's him because it looks like him. Colm Meaney. Yeah. Okay. Gangs of yes, it is. I knew I recognized him. Guy was in like Star Trek Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. He was one of those really recognizable character actors. You see him in a bunch of films, and and I like every time I see him in a movie, he's always good. He's always brings it in whatever role he does. So he's in this film, and I think it reminds me of the films that Guy Ritchie directed. Snatch and uh, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Is that the name of that? That might be twisted around, but but it had Jason Statham in the movies, and it has that look and very bloody, very like just you know bare boned and like just you see these guys going hand to hand combat. I think that was Calm Meany. You see him with a cleaver, all bloody, and is just going at it. Like hand to hand, and you know So, ooh, I was like, man, I mean, I like this trailer. Don't know if I'll be able to see it here. I'm looking it up, and seeing, where it's gonna be. You know, wait. I'm like looking on Colmini's, what do you call it, on his Wikipedia. I'm not gonna be able to. I mean, it's definitely gonna be in the filmography thing, but yeah, let me check that out. I really, really like those type of films, like The Craze, Krays, those infamous twins, those like gangsters, stuff like that. Like I said, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, because I snatched, those type of, especially when it comes to like British productions and stuff that's done over in the UK. It's really you know, television. It doesn't say television. Huh. Maybe it was already aired. No, doesn't say it here. Maybe it's just because he's just temporarily in it. I guess he's the starting point. The one that is kind of sets off the series. That he's going to because his son is saying that he's going to avenge his father's death, and yeah, it says he's a crime lord in this. It's weird. It's not on his filmography, but it is Wikipedia. You know how Wikipedia, how reliable that is. You know, when it comes to a kind of a thing that a website that you can edit freely. Like it's like uh, it is accurate, like maybe 95% of the time. I mean, there's some stuff that you look at it, you're going, but oftentimes it's like I think people are when it comes to that. Some people, when it comes to their certain stars or whatever, they're kind of honest about it and they'll post something up there. I mean, even I updated something but I corrected it because it was so wrong. I said, you know what, this guy deserves better, and then I put the in there. But this says I call Meany is suited and booted as a crime lord in the first trailer of his new show, Gangs of London. The series, which is set to rival crime favorite Peaky Blinders. Okay, sounds like a British, you know, name for a British series, delves into the underbelly of London's modern day criminal underworld. You can notice that, yeah, it definitely does take place modern day. On Wednesday, Sky revealed the first look trailer and images of the new Visceral. I could definitely go with that. Action packed thriller starring the Dublin born Star Trek actor. The show, which takes audiences to an immersive journey into the hidden heart of British capital, stars a multi talented ensemble cast featuring Meany, Peaky Blinders co-star Joe Cole, Lucian Samadi, Soap Sope or Soap Dirisu, and Michelle Farley. 9-part Sky original drama, okay, 9-part, which is a co-production with Cinemax. Okay, so that means Cinemax will be the one showing it. So I'll be able to see it on Cinemax because I got that on my cable package, if you will. Will launch on Sky Atlantic and streaming service Now TV later this year. Gangs of London was created by award-winning filmmaker and of Raid movie franchise Gareth Evans and his creative partner Matt Flannery. It is executive produced by Thomas Bensky and Lucas Ochoa for Pulse Films and Jane Featherstone for Sister. Okay, The Raid, that's definitely promising because those films, well, I already saw the first one. Unfortunately, I fell out of watching the other ones. I think there's only two, or maybe part two, or I think there's a part three as well. But I got to get back into that, and check that out. But this is Cinemax on it, co-production with Cinemax, so may well be able to see it on there. Like I said, I love those type of shows, right up there with Sopranos and even the movies like Godfather and like that, where it's just all about just how these guys stay on top. They go through any lengths, any means to keep on top. That is that means they have to take out their competitors and rival gangs and rival families. So be it, right? There's something about that where they're just those of us who just love seeing that because it's always that thing where it's like we're living through them. Like we're not going to get in trouble for it. We're not the ones committing that crime, but it's always like a very just like a thing that just brings you in, just pulls you in, because it's something that you just can't believe happens, and you're watching it on screen, and you're like, man, it's like that's just something, I mean, it's like, yeah, I've always thought about that, like why people like gangster films, why do you like it when like in Godfather, how you know how how Sonny and how Michael Corleone and those guys, how they took out their rivals and how they dealt with people. Sopranos, same thing. How Tony and and Sil and how they what they did. In order to kind of keep one step ahead of their competition and getting rid of people who, in some cases, they what do you call it? They just said something wrong about them or said something about somebody in their family or they didn't do it the right way or certain lifestyle choices and they decided to kill a person. But it's that thing where it's like you look at somebody, you look at them and you go, what is it that kind of like, fascinates us about that time? But it's because it's like, it's not us living that, we're living, it's like living vicariously through someone else. They're doing it and they're going to get in trouble, but not us. We just watch. And it is something that you would think, does that happen in real life? And that's what kind of draws you in. Why do you think they have all these documentaries about serial killers and stuff like that? It's because it's a lifestyle and it's a way that someone lived that it just piques your interest because you're just like, what the hell? How did this person do that? What ticks and makes his mind tick? Maybe that's the unfortunate thing of when someone like when you have school shootings and they focus more on the killer or on the shooter than the victims, which is a sad thing. You know what I mean? It's just that morbid curiosity is what it is. And anyway, I've been this is the longest I think video ever, when it comes to trailer reaction. Usually it's a trailer reaction. I'm going in depth into Gangs of London because this is the first time I've seen it, so that's probably why. I'm not really hip on this, and it looks very very interesting. I love what I've watched in that trailer, and I'm definitely gonna seek this out because, like I said, I love this type of TV show, movie, what have you. So. Anyway, that was my reaction and a little bit of going in depth and talking about it of upcoming TV series entitled Gangs of London, starring Carl Meany. And for those of you who stopped by and checked out this video, I appreciate it. And thank you for your patience and coming along. And in closing, as always, take care.